Just as another quick disclaimer, this video really has nothing to do with Mesa, Arizona. I just wanted to mention it for the sake of making a comparison. Because there are very few cities in America and very few counties that are as cutthroat and as aggressive as the cops in Mesa. But even they have some level of constraint compared to, say, Lakeland, Florida.
What am I being stopped for? Why am I being stopped? Because I smoked a cigarette on the campus?
No, because you didn't listen to my commands, that's why.
I fell over.
And that little clip right there was just a small example of what cops are like in Lakeland, Florida, and just how bad they are. I mean, several cops beat a man half to death and tased him just because he fell off his bike, and nothing more. And although that doesn't have to do with this particular situation either, that should really give you a great indication of what these cops are like in Lakeland. So let's get on to the topic of today's video, shall we? This all took place on September 15th, 2024, around 11:40 a.m. The two victims in this situation are a father and son, being Jacob Bloom and Billy Bloom, with the perpetrators being the initiating officer Smith and two other officers known as Kenneth R. Vanderpool and Officer Roberto Garibaldi. Garibaldi? Garibaldi, am I right? My sense of humor. Anyway, this all started off with cops arriving in the neighborhood with sirens blaring, and Smith immediately detaining Jacob and performing a Terry frisk on him. And his excuse was, quote, "Well, when I got here, he took off running, so he walked a little suspiciously." Because obviously being suspicious is a misdemeanor or maybe a felony, I don't know. And it was all because Jacob wanted to go back into his house to put on shoes explicitly for talking to the police, leading to the interaction that we see here caught on camera by Shields of Shame. Now, in case you want to see the unedited original video, links to that will be placed down below, but make sure you subscribe before we start, hit the thumbs up button and notification bell in order to help us in these trying times that we're dealing with. And in case you don't know what that means, take a look at the earliest video on our channel. All that being said, let's take a look at how this police interaction went down.
I don't know why you buy that. Yeah, please, because I don't understand.
Well, when I got here, he looked at me and then he took off running. So.
I see what that does.
Huh? Right, like that's a great reason.
Jacob, shut up. Shut your mouth. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yes, sir, I apologize.
Don't you see all these police around you, son?
Yes, sir, I'm sorry about that.
They can't wait to beat you, Jacob.
Okay, so that part right there, let's talk about that real quick. Throughout that entire interaction, what was seen on camera and what was heard in the audio, did you see any indication as to why this cop arrested him, Garibaldi? I mean, I most certainly didn't. All he was just talking about was a noise complaint. He wasn't making any threats whatsoever. So Jacob was arrested for talking about a noise complaint. And if you want to know another fun fact, according to shieldsofshame.com, this guy's own website, apparently Garibaldi, the arresting officer, was born and raised in Panama. Not Panama, Florida, no. Actually, Panama, the country. And that is just another one of many reasons why I call DEI hires didn't earn it hires. But with that being said, let's jump right back into this and see how the other cops react when the father, that being Billy Bloom, says what he says about the cops wanting to beat up his son. And mainly I want you to pay attention to Vanderpool in this situation and how he chooses to gaslight.
You got anything to do with any of this?
I literally came out here to y'all put him in handcuffs. I don't know what's going on. They will beat you, boy.
Hey. You going in the house?
I got a First Amendment right to steal his private property.
You don't have a First Amendment right to talk trash and say you're going to beat people.
I'm not talking trash.
Or if you're being recorded by this too. If you're going to sit there and say you're going to beat people, you are going to leave the scene because you're antagonizing, or you're going to go in the back of the car with them.
You want to continue? You want to continue? I don't care.
Okay.
You can record me. This is I'm recording you two right now. Are you gonna run your mouth or you gonna shut up? Which one you gonna do?
I'm not answering any more questions.
Okay. All right.
Pardon my French with my hand signals right there. I just really hate scumbag cops like Garibaldi and Vanderpool.
Hey, how you doing? Nobody cares that you record that.
You're really unprofessional, you know that? And I'm gonna file a complaint on you.
Nobody cares that you record that.
You're really unprofessional, you know that?
And that right there is why Vanderpool should be fired. Not just because of the gaslighting, but because of what he said to this man. Oh yeah, and I also haven't mentioned the fact that Garibaldi quite literally infringed on this man's rights to freedom of speech by threatening him with arrest if he continued to run his mouth. Ever heard of Houston v. Hill?
They all came in super hot, ready to beat, ready to shoot, ready to take action. That's what they do.
We'll talk about the Baker Act at the end of this video. It's really egregious how they use it.
Hey, sir, what's your name? What's your name, sir?
Smith.
Smith. What's your name, sir?
Buxton.
Y'all got your body cams on?
Yeah.
All right, great.
No, they're just for decoration.
Yeah, very professional, man. I'm reporting you too. Very professional. They're gonna arrest me.
Honestly, every single one of these cops involved don't even deserve their license.
First Amendment. Question the supervisor.
Okay. You can talk to them.
What's your name? What's your name?
Officer Garibaldi,
What's your badge number?
164.
You have any?
Why you need a supervisor? I can call him right now. For what?
I just want to talk to him about you.
For me? Okay.
Yeah, you're unprofessional.
Yeah.
Very unprofessional.
And you for being, you know.
For recording you?
Yeah, I don't
It's a
care.
First
I don't
Amendment
care.
violation to retaliate on me for filming you.
And you, no, hey, it's fine. And you, for being an adult, you act like a child.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's very unprofessional. You saying that. Just letting you know. Where's your supervisor?
That much disdain for the public, not to mention the fact that he's from Panama, the
Get your
country.
IA file and everything.
No wonder why he chose to spontaneously arrest a
That's your
man
IA
for
charge
quite
about me.
literally no reason.
That he came up to me in my face. I got it all on video.
Okay.
And he got in my face and told me to shut up or he's going to take action.
Okay.
He threatened me.
What was going on at the time?
Whatever y'all had going on, my son, has nothing to do with me.
Okay.
I was sitting right here on this bench, minding my own business, watching, telling my son to shut up, stop arguing with him or they'll beat him. That triggered him. He got mad about that.
Well-
He came over and told me to keep my mouth shut. I'm a free citizen on private property. I have a right to free speech. That's a retaliatory strike on the First Amendment, what he just did.
Okay.
Okay? So, I just want to let you know, what's your name?
Sergeant Hall, H-A-L-L.
Sergeant
Badge
Hall.
number is 85.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your professionalism, but he was very unprofessional. And the other officer too, I'm gonna watch the video.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to IA tonight
That's fine.
because I gotta identify him because of what he said to me.
All right. Well, do what you got to do.
You don't like being filmed, do you?
I'm
That's
filming
what,
you.
you keep trying to walk off.
No.
I
is
never
there
said we were
anything-
done.
You said that you were going to file a complaint.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm filing with you right now, verbally.
You want a brochure?
I do. Yeah, please.
Let me go get
And
that
your
and I'll
business
bring
card
it.
if you have one.
I don't have a card, but my badge number is 85.
Okay.
Last name Hall, H-A-L-L.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Your professionalism is way better than his and that other cops. I tell you that. I'm not going to do anything. You don't have to stand there with your hand on your gun, man. That's ridiculous what you're doing.
It's just the way I stand.
No, that's what you're doing. You got your hand on your gun. You're ready to take. Got your hand on your taser and your gun. Like I'm an old man. I'm 54.
I'm standing here being comfortable.
I'm
sir.
unarmed. You want to search me? You want to do a Terry Pat?
I don't.
All right. You're dismissed. Get off my property, man. Get off the property. You're dismissed. Bye. Get off the property.
I'm here assisting my sergeant.
Get off the property. I'm asking you. This is the last time I'm asking.
You have a good day, sir.
You're gonna get sued if you don't.
Go ahead.
Okay, so that so-called sergeant does come back with a pamphlet giving instructions on how to file complaints, which I'd say is pathetic, to say the least. I mean, yes, he gave out instructions to file complaints, but A sergeant should be able to take a complaint no problem. Really just goes to show you how much disdain for the public this entire department has. And as for Billy's son, Jacob, he was taken into custody not because he committed any sort of crime, but because Garibaldi made a Baker Act claim against him. And in case you don't know what the Baker Act is in Florida, to put it simply, it allows cops or medical personnel to deal with certain people according to mental health issues that they perceive, or something along those lines. To simplify it even more, because I really don't know a better way to define the Baker Act other than to show you a screenshot, cop arrest man for mental health. That's really all there is to it. Now, as of the time of me recording this video, the very next day after this unlawful arrest, Billy and Jacob Bloom have filed a public records request to get the body cam footage of the situation, and to this day, they have not gotten anything. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised, right? Sometimes it takes over a year for body cam footage to be released to a victim of police violence and police misconduct. I would know, we've highlighted situations where that happened. And as for that last cop daring this man to sue this department, I really hope he eats his words, because this is definitely lawsuit worthy beyond a shadow of a doubt. Qualified immunity is only granted to public servants if a law on something is not clearly established. This guy talking about a noise complaint and complaining about the noise complaint. Does that sound like freedom of speech to you? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Maybe my brain is smooth on the inside. I highly doubt these cops are going to be able to claim qualified immunity unless the judge in this city is as corrupt as they are. And chances are that's exactly what they are, given their reputation with our broken law system in America. And as for Jacob Bloom, although I do feel horrible for him for going through this clearly unlawful arrest that he obviously didn't deserve, one thing I have to criticize him on is exactly what his father was trying to criticize him on, which is that he needs to be quiet when talking to the police and not answer questions. But either way, I cannot wait to see a lawsuit happen with this situation. It's going to be a slam dunk one if they file. At least that's what I think about this. I'm curious to know what the rest of you think, so please do let us know in the comments down below. But even more importantly, make sure you subscribe to Shields of Shame, stay tuned for any updates, and let them know that recognizing our rights said hello. Make sure to check out our other channels on YouTube. You obviously know about Skyju the First, but also take a look at the Common Sense Observer, a channel solely dedicated to the world of politics. That being said, everybody, thank you once again for watching, and remember to never stop loving the Constitution.